Shooby-doo-ba-da-dwee, doot-and-doot-ski-dat-dee-dee, ski-dat-dee-dat-ba-doo-ya-wah, zee-ba-ba-loo, sha-be-da-ba, ooh-ya-doo-wee, dat-and-dat-and-doo, wee-da-lee-dat, scoo-ba-dee-boo, ya-ba-da-bop, shoo-wah-ba-dee, doo-da-loo, dat ski-dee-dum-dee, beep-bop-ba-loo, ma-sha-doo-wah, hey, ski-dat-dee-dat-dee-doo-ba-da, ooh-ya-doo-wah, ba-da-bee-doo, wah-da-bee-dop, scoo-da-lee-doo, dee-dum-dee-dum, ba-da-doo-wah-doo, shoo-ba-da-wee, zat-zat-zat-zat, that ski-dum da ba, ooh sha-bop-bop, do-it-a-dee, ra-da-da-doo, ski-da-dee-bee, beep-bop-ba-loo, ma-sha-doo-wah, hey, ski-da-dee-da-dee-doo-ba-da, ooh ya-doo-wah, ba-da-bee-doo. Do slow and low and wide, ba-dum, ba-dum, shoot-a-lee-ah, zee-doo, zee-doo, ba-da-bee-boo, beep-bop-ba-loo, ma-sha-doo-wah, yeah, ski-da-dee-da-dee-doo-ba-da, ooh, ya-doo-wah, ba-da-bee-doo, scat it now. Shooby-doo, doo ba da doo doot and doot ski dat dee dee.
Dear little town, we're writing this back home. The ink's still wet, the evening 5:30. We sealed the letter Sunday 9:30. The kitchen clock kept losing track of time. The river wore our overcoats to bed, and every street lamp spelled your name in line. We were the children raised on borrowed wine. We counted Aprils by the lilac vine. The depots smelled of rain and penny candy, and we were yours, dear town, and you were mine. Dear little town, your lamps came on at 7, and we were yours, and we were yours, and we were yours. Through every winter, every borrowed heaven, so yours we stayed, dear little town, yours we stayed. Postcards from the city's edges. The avenues kept losing track of time. The subway wore our Sunday coats to bed, and every neon spelled your name in line. We were the ones who missed the courthouse chimes. We counted streetcars by the maple line. The diners smelled of coffee and tomorrow, and we were yours, dear town, and you were mine. orchard wood, the clocks grew gardens where the platform stood. We folded up the years like Sunday linen, and somewhere in the dark you understood. Dear little town, your lamps still burn at 7, and we were yours, and we were yours, and we were yours. Through every distance, every borrowed heaven, so yours we stayed, dear little town, yours we stayed, yours we stayed, dear little town, yours we stayed. Come dusk, signed the both of us, still yours.
Shoo-be-da,
You're watching ashes where a garden used to grow. Yet something keeps insisting on the morning's afterglow. You're sweeping up the petals that the early frost let fall, reading hope like careless chalk across a crumbling wall. The radio is promising a fairer, brighter day, and you're nodding at the static as it carries miles away. You're warming hands at embers that the rain is nearly drowned. Still the ground beneath you trembles with a green and rumored sound. Are you breaking, or are you breaking into bloom? A stubborn green is climbing through the rubble in the room. Are you drowning, or are you rising from the cold? The morning writes its promises in gold. You're scrubbing at the window where the tired gray light pools, trusting April to remember every law that winter fools. The forecast keeps repeating that the heavy storm will clear, and you're toasting empty crystal to the mercy of the year. You're folding up the blankets that the long cold made you keep, while a rumor of the lilac stirs the orchard from its sleep. Are you breaking, or are you breaking into bloom? The stubborn green is climbing through the rubble in the room. Are you drowning, or are you rising from the cold? The morning writes its promises in gold. At a quarter past the longest, coldest night you've ever known, you're counting every fragile, foolish seed that you have sown. Is it madness that's insisting that the dark will set you free? Still a candle keeps on burning where you swore it couldn't be. Are you breaking, or are you breaking into bloom? The stubborn green is storming through the rubble in the room. Are you drowning, or are you rising from the cold? The morning writes its promises in gold. Are you breaking, or are you breaking? Hear the old town breathing in the dark. He is standing where the long road meets the stone. He is walking past the mill where his fathers used to kneel, counting cobbles like the prayers that the slow years cannot heal. Every doorway is a chapter. He is learning how to read. He is walking past the mill where his fathers used to kneel. He is rising where the lantern light is thrown, where the river learns the names upon the stone. Through the orchard, through the iron, through the rain, he is rising toward the country of his own. He is naming all the ghosts that the harbor keeps in trust. Forged light copper, broken hymnals turning slow to rust. And he swears upon the hometown that it bore him to this hour. He is naming all the ghosts that the harbor keeps in trust. He is rising where the lantern light is thrown, where the river learns the names upon the stone. Through the orchard, through the iron, through the rain, he is rising toward the country of his own. This is the part he never confessed. He is kneeling where the border of the old world comes undone. He is gathering the scattered lights and forging them to one. He is rising, yeah, where the lantern light is thrown, where the lantern light is thrown, where the river roars the names upon the stone, where the river roars the names through the orchard, through the thunder, through the rain. He is rising toward the country of his own. He is rising, and the hometown rises too. Through the lantern and the river, he is carrying it through.
Walking in 5 a.m. and I'm singing your name. I'm folding the morning into my coat. 6 a.m. and the radio's a moth in my throat. You're a staircase painted on the kitchen wall. I'm climbing you anyway, deadpan, that's all. I'm raising your name like a flag tonight. I'm raising it, love, in the kitchen light. It's 7 o'clock and I'm voting you in. I'm my coat. 9 p.m. and the radio's a moth in my throat. You're a staircase painted on the bedroom wall. I'm climbing you anyway, I don't fall. I'm raising your name like a flag tonight. I'm raising it love in the kitchen light. It's 7 o'clock and I'm voting you in. I'm holding, let the anthem begin. I'm setting the anthem down at 2 a.m. Just my pulse spelling you again and again. I'm raising your name like a flag tonight. I'm raising it love till the whole street's bright. It's 7 o'clock and I'm voting you in. I'm holding, let the anthem begin. I'm holding, Step right up, friend, the verdict's free. You hold the gavel now, sentence me. Sign every line that you're barely able. You trust the soft smile behind the bulletproof glass. You tip your cap and let the verdict pass. The law's a long hallway with one locked door. You're knocking, you're kept. Justice pours, so pay the toll. Grin wide and call it fair. The scales tip heavy, yet the judge won't care. Do-do-do, you bow and they ring the bell. Sentence yourself. Be honest, be quiet, be early, be late. Be grateful, be guilty, be first at the gate. You learn all the rules so the rules can win. You polish the badge that they pin on your sin. You stand up so straight that you fold in two. Then thank the kind hand that's been judge won't care. Do-do-do, you bow and they ring the bell. Welcome to the court where you sentence yourself. House is bare and nobody's blind and nobody's there. So who do you bribe when the room is just you? You laugh. That's the only fair thing you do. So pay the toll, grin wide and call it fair. The scales tip heavy, yet the judge won't care. Do-do-do, you bow and they ring the bell. Welcome to the court where you sentence yourself. So pay the toll, grin wide and call it fair.
8 o'clock and the whole town's idling. We're recalibrating, the street lights buffering. We're clocking dun 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 dun. We're clocking the cul-de-sac at 9:30. The gas station hums like a dial tone fine. We're parsing the same 4 blocks every night. The parking lot folds into liquid light. We're running the routine, the loop won't quit. The water tower leans and pretends to fit. We're laughing at nothing, that's how it goes. The town runs on us and nobody knows. We're still here, where the map goes blank. Running the same old streets, we got us to thank. We're still here, where the map goes blank. Yo, we're up by midnight, the diner reboots. The waitress is mapping the regular routes. We're tracing the railroad that never arrives. The ghost of a train is still logging the drives. We're decoding the bleachers, the field gone gray. The scoreboard's a clock that forgot how to say. We're cataloging exits we're not gonna take. The whole town's a system, we're glad we didn't break. We're still here, where the map goes blank. Running the same old streets, we got us to thank. We're still here, where the map goes blank. By Sunday, we're admitting the joke's on us. The horizon's a firmware we never could trust. We're staying, we're leaving, we're doing both at once. We're still here, where the map goes blank. Running the same old streets, we got us to thank. We're still here, and we owe it to the bank of every gray morning. We got us to thank. Last light at 5. We're powering down, still idling, still here, still this town.
Close, child, I lit this lamp long ago. Ba-do-ba-doo, 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 do-ba-doo, ba-doo, 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 do-ba-doo, ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. But at 3:30, I found it in the shed. A dented brass lantern the old man had fed. He wound the small wheel, struck a thumbnail of flame. He whispered the hour, then whispered my name. For 40 long winters that wick never died. I counted each Sunday I sat at his side. Ooh, ah, ooh. And the glass fogged with gold, and I learned how a small thing can carry the code. What did the brass lamp teach me ere the day? Trim the wick low and the dark keeps away. I named its glow, its rust, its patient hum. I praised every midnight the light overcome. Ba-doo, 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 do, ba-doo, 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 At 3:30, I returned to the shed. The old man was gone, but the lantern still bled. I wound the small wheel, struck a thumbnail of flame. I whispered the hour, then whispered his name. For 40 more winters, I kept it alight. I counted each Sunday, I taught myself right. Ooh, ah, ooh, and the glass fogged with gold, and I carried the small thing that carries the code. What did the brass lamp teach me ere the day? Trim the wick low and the dark keeps away. I named its glow, its rust, its patient hum. I praised every midnight the light overcome. But once on a gray Tuesday, the oil ran thin, and I sat in the black with the rain coming in. I had no flame, yet I knew the wheel's place, and the dark could not take what I kept in my face. What did the brass lamp teach me ere the day? Trim the wick low and the dark keeps away. I named its glow, its rust, its patient hum. I praise the light overcome. At half past three, I still heard the old wheel. Oh, and the small flame was real.
He watched the years go waltzing by and loved her still. He found her in the candle's glow, where silver dressed her midnight hair, and thought of all the springs ago that tumbled into evening air. He held the hand that time had known and counted every line as gold. He swore in whispers all his own. She grew more lovely growing old, and still he loved her all the while. Let the hours steal what they may. Time took the gold, but never her smile, and still he loved her, come what may. He saw the dances they had spun, the ballroom dim, the records worn, the slow surrender of the sun that left them dearer, not forlorn. He traced the map of where they'd been in every freckle, fold and sigh, and loved the woman time had seemed more precious as it ferried by. And still he loved her all the while. Let the hours steal what they may. Time took the gold, but never her smile, and still he loved her, come what may. Let the clock forget its name, he confessed it soft and true. Forever wore her like a flame, and growing old just meant her too. And still he loved her all the while. Let the hours steal what they may. Time took the gold, but never her smile, and still he loved her always, always, come what may. Time took the gold, but never her smile, and still he loved her